Hey everyone, we've unboxed the March kit, which is full of my favourite story, the slice of life, and magic, what is it? She's magic, and some extra goodies. So now let's do the prep. So just like last month, oh, and we have the mixed media, don't forget that gorgeous stuff. So I'm just going to put that there next to us and get on to what we need to for the prep. So I have printed the printables again and printed a few, not as much as last month. I learnt my lesson, so only one sheet of the labels, something that I use a little but not phenomenally, so it's best that I don't print millions of them. I did print two of these accidentally, but that's okay because they're Project Life cards and I really adore these little circle embellishments and the words. There's a couple of labels. They'll be fine. I can either use them as Project Life cards or layering pieces or cut some shapes or something out. So there's that Project Life page. There's this one that's got some 4x6s and some lovely rainbows, and these are hearts are really nice too. Some more words, some more cards, and some beautiful tags and some fake washi strips. Deb always seems to do an amazing job. They are lovely. Some circle embellishments, some more cards, and then some tabs and labels. So you can see there's more labels, so I really don't need 2 pages of labels. Some more 4x6 cards, some bigger labels, and I love these scripty words. So nice. There's that one. Then there's the embellishment page, which has got a range of pieces on there. So we've got some hexagons and banners, some arrows, some butterflies, circles and half tabs, words, camera, all kind of goodness. Then we have 2 pages of florals in the kit. So we have ones that are more, I guess more normal floral shape, and then more that are a daisy, and they come with some leaves. Like last month, I printed 2 to a page, so because it's a PDF and it comes page by page, I just printed 2 to a page and it just prints to one side. I learnt which way my printer, if I put the paper back in, which way it prints so that I can print up here, and I printed that. So I've got some smaller ones, and again with the other floral. Flowers are things that you layer up and it's quite easy to use. Now that's using cardstock. Sorry, I just reached that. So that cardstock is this stuff here I just got from Officeworks. So it's 01 quill board, 200 GSM, it's A4, and there's 100 sheets of the 01 white colour. So you can see I've used a lot. I brought it I think just before February printing, but I've done a lot of printing of other digital printing. I'm getting really into digital printing at the moment. I also got tracing paper to use to print on vellum. So you can either print on it or just use it as layering pieces like in normal scrapbooking. So the things that I printed on vellum, I printed some of the Project Life cards because I thought they might make some nice layering pieces, or if I cut some love hearts or circles or something out, they'd be nice. But also these look really lovely in the vellum. Again with the Project Life cards, and then I got these tags. Some of the flowers, I only got the smaller size, just printed one of each because you could see I already have lots of flowers printed. Another one of the cards, and I did this one because of these words and the cards, but really the words. And then the last vellum one I did was all the rainbowness. These are the lovely circle embellishments, and these are just beautiful. But this is nice too. I've got an idea of how to use all these different Project Life cards in a different way, not just Project Life. Now, the other thing I did last month when I printed was printed on these Avery shipping labels, which is just one big A4 sheet of sticker paper. But this month I didn't do it because instead, and I'm sorry I don't have the packaging, but if I remember I'll put it down, like link it down below. But what I found was overhead transparencies, so like acetate. So you know, if you're old like myself, back in school, teachers back in the early, not like late in school, they used to print on overhead transparencies for the overhead projector. So they still make these, and that's exactly what it printed so nicely on there. So that's really cool. I should use white to show you. There you go. You can see the vibrancy of the color. But just look at the embellishments. They're going to be so fun to cut up and put in the really useful box. So again, with the flowers, and whoop, so as you can see, those were the smaller ones, but then, oh, they're static electricity to themselves. The bigger normal flowers, and then the bigger daisies as well. They're just a whole lot of fun. I love this acetate. Now the main one I really wanted to print on the acetate was the embellishments, because look how fun they are. It's a bit hard to show on the video. That's funny. So that's nice. And then again, I wanted to print these scripty words and the cards because I've got an idea for them. So that's all the printables that I've printed. A lot, because if you just printed one of each, you definitely wouldn't end up with as much as I do. But that's okay, because I killed last month's kit pretty well, even though I printed more than I printed this month. So hopefully that's a good sign. So that is all, oh my goodness, the printables. And I'll show you, I'll cut them out like last month. This is what I'll do. Save you a bit of time. I don't want to cut them all out and then come back. I'm just going to roughly cut them. And then I'll put them in either the embellishment section, the label section, or the words. Now the reason why I just cut them like this rather than fussy cutting them at this stage is because I don't know if I'm going to want a white border or like a clear border with the vellum until I'm going to put it down on the page. And it's just quicker that way to quickly just cut square around them. I do cut the Project Life cards properly at this stage, but the other ones I just randomly cut like that. That way I can make that decision in the moment and get it quickly done. So I'll do that later when I'm watching TV. Cut them out. Now the other prep thing, so the printables are free to subscribers, and the other freebie that we get, so there's a lot of printables, there's also a lot of cut files. So I've cut a few. There's much more than I even cut because I just wanted to keep, just cut what I wanted or what I thought I would use. So I've got the sweetest, you can see it, I've still got it on the mat. And then there's this lace piece, and my silhouette didn't cut properly, partly because it was actually going in on an angle, and I'm surprised it cut this enough. That's okay, because I will use that as layering piece. And then I put the word Summer Fun title, and then I resized these rainbows because they could then go on Project Life or be with this page as well. Have a few rainbows. We'll work it out. Well, I'll work it out when I get to it. So there's the cut files. Now I do need to take them off because That's obviously sticky mats. And actually, no, they're not going to fit. I'm going to put them in here. So I'm going to fast forward and put them in here. Okay, so we have them happening here. So be able to use them when I have an idea for a layout. In they go. I might actually just put them down underneath just so that they have some flatness to them without me forgetting about them and not being purposeful. I think that'll be alright. Okay, so we've got, actually I need to put some out here so you can see, and it reminds me when I'm talking about the prep. Okay, so we have our kit, our printables, our cut files. Now the other thing I enjoyed having ready last month was some photos. So even though I have my albums that I'm working on close at hand and I can just flip through there for things especially like Project Life, I do have a little stash of photos that I printed because I thought they would be fun to scrap, and I'll figure out where they go in order later. So just grabbed out some fun photos. So these are of my children just having a good old time up in the Gold Coast. Just some random stuff. This is a nice bright one with the lorikeets. Did some little collages a while ago. I was having a little play with digital brushes. Some summer photos. Some more multiple photos because I was liking that last month. Some more multiples and collages. Again with another collage. And a big collage that can either be cut up or used as is. So I found it really helpful to have a selection of photos handy as well. And then last but not least in the prep, I just had this little box full of mixed media goodness to complement the already mixed media stuff that we got in the kit. So last month we got those watercolor markers from Vicky Buden, which were amazing, and they, as you can see, I just reached for them. They're very close at hand if I still have the need. Now, because there's a lot of foil and iridescent in this kit, so I pulled out the Vicky Buden one. So there's the iridescent glaze and then there's the silver glaze. So they will come in handy, I feel. And then I pulled out, there's some rainbow stuff going on in the kit, so some rainbow colours. So I've pulled out some dilutions because they're a little bit handy but not too handy. And I've made a little bit of a rainbow order in terms of the bit more pastel-y colours. I don't know about this orange yet. Could probably go without. Let's see. Ooh, don't drop it. Yeah, like that's much better. More comparable to this. Obviously the other way around. I like that. So that's going to stay in there. And I like to store the dilutions like this on their side so I can see them. There you go. Or is it better this way? A little bit better. Because then we can do this and this. Anyway, don't need to spend forever doing that. Now we've got the 3 dioxides. Yeah, distress oxides, I mean. And then I thought I'd get 3 stains out that are similar. Mustard seed, pickled raspberry, and broken china. I don't believe I have the dried marigold. Maybe I do. Just realised that's what the name of it is. No, spice marmalade. Wild honey. I guess guess not. It's possible that like it might be the right brightness, but I can have a little play later if it's not. I don't even know if I'm going to use these. They're just there in case I feel like it. Again, like last month, black and white paint, always handy to have. And then, excuse me, I thought I saw the stickles, and I thought, again with the foiling, so this one's diamond, crystal and unicorn. So it's a bit, oh yeah, you can see here. So there's a bit of different rainbow iridescent kindness to it. It's a bit tricky, but you know, they're very similar, but also obviously little subtle differences to it. So that's that ready too. Now we're ready. Well, now I'm ready. Hopefully you played along and this is helping you as well to get your mojo happening. Got our kit, photos printed, cut files printed, printables printed, and some mixed media ready to go to add on to the kit. We already had a little bit of a play and experiment with the mixed media just in the kit, so these distress oxides. And when I was looking for photos, I found all these cute little tiny photos of my children just being crazy with their facial expressions. So I pulled a few out there, and I thought I might make a tag album with those tags that I just made and embellish them up and have fun that way. Anyway, let me go and do that so that I can share it with you. Hopefully these prep videos are something that are providing some mojo and some focus for you as well. I'm going to go cut these printables, and that way I can put them in here in my really useful box. I'm going to put these cut files in there as well, and then put my box to the side of my desk to the right here, my mixed media box as well, and then my photos go there as well. There's a whole pile of room here. So hopefully you join me in my next video. See you then. Bye.